right. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin the first of a three-game series playing the Toronto Blue Jays at the Rogers Centre in Ontario, Canada. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher, back for another exciting night of baseball. Feeling energized and refreshed after a day off, and coming off a series split with the Guardians where we dropped the first two, but came back with a fight to take the split. And now we move on. We've got 6 more games left on this road trip, 3 in Toronto, and then we go down south for 3 more against Tampa Bay. Then we head on back home. How you doing, everybody there in the Charm City chat? Welcome back, and let me extend a special hello to those that might be new to my channel. I'm so happy that you found it. This channel started up this season in the spring, just in time for the start of this 2024 Orioles campaign. And I've been doing live play-by-play and commentary for every Orioles game all season long. And that's the plan. Keep doing it all the way until we go home. And I'm hoping that that day is sometime in late October. Folks, we've got 113 games in the books. We are down into the 40s in terms of games left to play. I mean, it is getting into the postseason push. I know it's only early August, but I'm telling you right now, the games and days start flying by. So yeah, we got a record of 67 and 46, 21 games above 500. We're taking on the Blue Jays, who we just faced at home a little over a week ago in a 4-game series. This will be the final series against Toronto this season, and we're looking to take this series with at least 2 games. So again, folks, if you are new to the channel, let me wrap that up. Give it a try, why don't you? And if you do enjoy the content, please think about subscribing to help grow this community here. First of all, if you do subscribe, you wait 1 minute, and boom, you're right in here with a Charm City chat with everybody else. It's something for you, and it's a great thing for the community, because there are a lot of Oriole fans, people, all over the world. I'm one of them. I live way, way far away. In fact, really, really horrible person who left a comment on this very stream yesterday when I uploaded the thumbnail was so nice enough to point out about how I live overseas, and which must mean that I must be some sort of a criminal or something to that effect. Sir, just so you know, you've been banned permanently on my channel, and yeah, stuff like that won't be tolerated. Folks, I understand if you don't like the way I do things here. I understand if you don't enjoy the content. You're free to try out somebody else or just watch something else on YouTube. I sure do. 21 hours a day when I'm not streaming. If I'm awake, I usually have YouTube up playing something, whether it's music or a documentary or whatever might be on my mind, even if it's just on in the background while I'm doing something else. I'm used to it. So I'm pretty familiar with the fact that there's limitless entertainment out there for anybody who would like to enjoy it. So there really is no reason to complain about the way I do things around here. But if you're going to start making accusations publicly about me, especially stereotypical accusations that don't not only make me look like some kind of disgusting person, but also throws in the stereotype for the culture that I live in as well. Well done, sir, and offending just about everybody. Really, really well done. I hate to bring that up in the beginning, folks, but I just want to get that off my chest because I want to enjoy a good ball game. I'm feeling good today other than that. And, yeah, it's just unfortunate. I get so much positive feedback so far every day from you guys about how things are going with the channel. But as the channel does grow, I guess I do need to expect that the frequency of people like that are going to start to rise as well. And I got to roll with the punches. So that's the plan. I'm going to do less criticism of people acting a fool in chat and a little bit more of just plain removing them without talking about it at all. I think that's probably a better idea for me and for everybody else in the chat. Sorry to get off topic, folks. Let's get back to what we're here for. Orioles baseball tonight on the mound. Grayson Rodriguez looking for win number 14 on the season. Record of 13-4, ERA of 3.86. For the Blue Jays, veteran righty Chris Bassitt, who we knocked around just in his last start. A 6-2 win for the Orioles. He only went 4 innings, gave up 5 runs on 9 hits. So if we can do what we did to him last time around, we should be in pretty good shape. He's got a record of 8-10 and an ERA just a tick above 4. And your starting lineups look like this. Colton Cowser, who is currently amid a 17-game hitting streak, will lead it off and play in center field tonight for your Baltimore Orioles. Anthony Santander will bat second and play right. Gunnar Henderson at the shortstop position will hit third. Ryan O'Hearn is in left field tonight and batting cleanup. Adley Rutschman will do the catching and bat fifth. Ryan Mountcastle is at first base hitting sixth. Eloy Jimenez, the DH, who's already off to a hot start with his new team. He will be the DH tonight and bat seventh. Jackson Holliday moves up a spot to the 8-hole. He will play second base. And Ramon Arias, with Kobe Mayo getting a night off after not doing so well in the last series against Cleveland during his call-up. Folks, we're not giving up on Mayo by any means, but you got to understand when you're breaking in a rookie and if they're not getting you one single hit after a few games, well, you got to sit him down. You got to let another guy, a veteran in there, give him a chance to help out the team. And then you bring Mayo back in for another shot at trying to figure it out. Folks, it's always tough. Well, not for everybody, but it's commonly tough, I should say, for even the top prospects out there, like your Jackson Hollidays, who right now we're very excited about, to get off to a slow start as they try to adjust to the bigs. It is the biggest adjustment any of these athletes are going to make in their lives, going from AAA to the bigs. It's a big adjustment. All right, so that's your lineup for the Orioles. For the Blue Jays, let me hit this music back up again. Looks like we're going to have first pitch here in just a couple of minutes. Let me hurry up and run through this. I still got to make some coffee. Blue Jays, super quick. George Springer in right field batting first. Joey Loperfido in left hitting second. Vlad Guerrero Jr. will bat third and play first. Spencer Horwitz, the cleanup hitter in DH. Alejandro Kirk batting fifth and doing the catching. Dalton Varsho batting sixth in center field. Ernie Clement is the shortstop tonight, hitting seventh. Addison Barger, who apparently plays everywhere, will be at third base tonight, hitting eighth. And finally, Leo Jimenez, will be at second base, batting ninth for the Blue Jays. I can go ahead and get rid of that. And folks, 1770 as we begin tonight, folks. Just 6 subscribers, because today we celebrate our Independence Day. Why am I looking at Albert Suarez getting loose? Why do they show me Albert Suarez getting loose? This is Grayson on the mound tonight, right? Don't scare me like that. That's like when you go to see a play, like some hot play that everybody's been waiting to see, and you go there that night and then they announce 5 minutes before showtime. Folks, we apologize, but the lead actor of the play is sick tonight. Their understudy will be performing. We hope you enjoy the show. It's like, no. I'm here to see Grayson. I paid good money for Grayson. Come on now. All right. Where's the hot coffee? Here's the hot water. Folks, 5 away from America. Come on, folks. We're in Canada tonight. The only way we're going to beat them is to be American about it, right? It's America versus Canada. Get that damn sub count up to 1776 and make our forefathers proud. Hell, make 5 fathers proud. 6 fathers proud. I don't know. However many you want. I normally go with 4. I feel like more than 4 fathers. It's getting a little bit greedy. Grayson has been scratched, so it is true. They showed me Albert Suarez getting loose. It's true. Grayson is scratched. Don't tell me this is true. No! No!
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. All right. By the way, folks, tomorrow on the mound, you don't want to know. Boy. What happened? I had a day off. I had time to get rested up. I'm ready to go. I'm feeling good. I got my coffee. But I got no Grayson. All right, well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. I mean, you know. All right. We'll win it anyway. Chris Bassitt is taking his final warm-up pitches. And I'm going to do a little bit of work here to see if maybe there's a second stream that's a little bit faster than this one. Probably not, but I'm going to try it right here at the beginning of the ball game. If I miss a pitch, I apologize. It's all for the greater good. Let's see which one is ahead of the other.
There's and Albert's.
Don't want that. Okay, so Albert's out there. He's there. Bassitt's there. All right, so this one has Cowser already going into the box. All right, it's got to be this one. Folks, Colton Cowser is in at the plate. Here's the first pitch. It's off the plate outside for ball one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. First game of 3 between the Orioles and the Blue Jays. Chris Bassitt on the mound. Cowser at the plate with a 1-0 count. And the next pitch is a breaking ball called a strike on the inside edge. 1-1. It's only 70 miles an hour on that curveball. How you doing, everybody in Charm City chat? Here we go. We are underway. I'm sure the scoreboard will catch up here in just a moment. Yeah, get those moves up. This one is swung on and hit toward left. Shallow, long run, and a diving catch made by Joey Loperfido. He's done it to us again. Cowser holding up for a sec. Maybe the Orioles think Loperfido trapped it, but it looked like a clean catch to me. Joey Loperfido has done it to us again. We met this guy in Houston, and he came over as part of the Kikuchi trade. Now we got to deal with him again. Anthony Santander is up next.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Still no scoreboard up here on the screen. Or no animated scoreboard. Here's a check swing. Well, I mean, is that a bunt attempt? Anthony Santander stole a base the other day. Just his second of the season. Now he's showing bunt on the first pitch. It's a new side of Tony. The 1-0 is fouled straight back. And it looks like the Santander at bat is now starting to pop up on your screen. It looks like it's timed okay right now. Tony in his last 10 games against the Blue Jays has been a killer. 333, 4 homers, 9 driven in the last 10 against Toronto. Which should be all 10 games this year. We play 13 games against division opponents, 6-game series home and away with 1 being a 4-game series that alternates between the two teams home and away every season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That swung on and fouled back by Santander. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Just getting started, folks. Scoreless in Toronto. The Orioles at the plate in the top of the first. 1 out, nobody on, and Santander with a 1-2 count. Yeah, I remember that Joey kid who screwed us when I was went to a Mariners-Astros game. That Joey kid, huh? Yeah, this Loperfido looks like a baller. I got to tell you. 2-2 the count now on Santander. Come on now. The pitch. Swung on and fouled. Well, is it a fair ball, Tony? A late break. Man, I got to tell you, these baseball players, I'm not picking on the Orioles. Everybody these days does it, with few exceptions. This whole, let me swing and just wait and figure out what the ball is doing before I start running. Just start running. I'm not going to sit here and go, you started running on a ball that wound up being foul. Oh, you're an idiot. No, just do it. Because if it is fair, you're wasting time by standing around. This ball's hit up the middle, and it'll be handled by the shortstop, Clement, playing near the second base bag. 2 down. Santander is retired. Folks, it's time for the Gunna.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
4 subscribers away from celebrating our independence. Come on, folks. Where is the patriotism? Once again, we're in Canada. We got to represent. Team America, World Police. This pitch is low for ball 1 to Gunner. Gunner hitting .293. The average has been going up, despite the fact he's only had 1 home run since the All-Star break, and that came in the last game against Cleveland. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed on a pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. You calling me an idiot, BW? You talking to me? You talking to me? Gunner with 29 homers, 69 driven in. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Big cut on a pitch on the outside corner. Did I hear about McKenna? No, I haven't, Bonnie. Did somebody else pick him up? Oh, there's Albert Suarez, still getting loose. Man, it must have been the latest of scratches for Grayson. I have got to get some kind of report on what the problem was, as Gunnar Henderson is in mid-swing before he realizes he's going after a pitch way too high, but it's too late. It's a check swing strikeout of Gunnar, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the first. The Orioles nothing, and the Blue Jays coming up to hit. 3 more to Independence Day. That's right, folks. Where's your Constitution? Oh, wait a minute. That was a few years down the road. Never mind. Where are you to declare your independence from corporate broadcasting of Orioles baseball coverage? Declare your independence today and be a do-it-yourself fan like me. This is our Independence Day. All right, maybe I'm not the best motivational speaker, but what do you want? I'm just getting started on my coffee. I haven't had a Lucky yet. Funny how? Funny what? What? Like a clown? What, do I amuse you? How am I funny? No, you tell me. How the freak am I funny to you? I got this guy, huh? You son of a... Just busting your balls. Well, every time you bust my balls, and then now you got to get fresh. Go get your shine box, huh? All right, you see, I'm ready. I got the coffees working. I need a Lucky. Got that going for me. I got a visa agency that I got some weird overnight text message talking about the price of a visa has gone up somewhat again for apparently the second time in a month. Here's a visa I'm trying to get. I try to start the process early. Not the sort of thing you want to procrastinate on, right? You want to lock it in. And now I'm being told for the second time in about 3 weeks that the price is going up. The price that we had already agreed on. So I feel like I'm getting, once again, some kind of, grift. There's a grift going on, folks. Albert Suarez is on the mound. Here we go. I hope he's ready for the occasion. Folks, if Albert Suarez can somehow pitch us a quality start given this situation, he has indeed etched his name in Orioles baseball lore. This thing I love about Albert Suarez is that no matter what the Orioles say, please do this. He says, okay, I'll do it. First pitch of the ball game is a called strike fastball at 94 on the inside edge, and that's a good first sign from Albert. George Springer hitting just .226, 13 homers, and I believe 41 driven in. Here's a chopper foul off to the left, actually behind the plate. 0-2 the count to the leadoff man here for the Blue Jays. Grayson did start warming up today, so he probably felt something was wrong. Yeah, I just hope it's a minor little sting or something, some tenderness or whatever. Don't let it be elbow soreness. That's the big yikesy. Here's Springer with a 1-2 count now. Albert Suarez kicks and deals. The 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the shoulder, the elbow. All of those pressure points, joints. Hey, speaking of joints, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Suarez strikes out Springer to begin the ball game.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Well, Robert, I'm holding on optimism that Grayson doesn't have to miss his next start, and it's just something precautionary. I'm hoping, but, I mean, I guess if he can't make the next turn in the rotation, then you could be right. Povich could be back. If Grayson has to go in the DL, we'll call up somebody. I'll tell you this, Cole Irvin would be my pick. Cole Irvin back with the team after being DFA'd. Bring him back up. There's a called strike to Joey Loperfido, who now has a count of 1-1. Loperfido batting .234, but I tell you, every time I see this guy, he's doing some impressive things. Rookie left-handed hitter. This one is a breaking ball fouled back, and the count is 1-2. I mean, who would you rather have, folks? Maybe I should make a poll. If we had to call up somebody to either keep Albert in long relief and put them in the rotation, or keep Albert in the rotation, put him in long relief. Povich was dealing his last start in AAA. It doesn't matter to me. You're going to have to deal a few more times before I'm ready to believe in you again at the major league level. Again, there's such a huge discrepancy between these two levels. Loperfido with a 2-2 count. I don't know if I can make that call, Bruce, because Povich is young enough to where he can certainly be better at the major league level than he has been, while Rogers, I don't want to judge too much watching one start. I know what his track record is, but I can't see and say I've watched him during his career before now. So it's hard for me to make a judgment call there on one start. 3-2 count on Loperfido is swung on and fouled straight back. But I know what Cole Irvin is. And to me, what Cole Irvin is more trustworthy right now than what Cade Povich can do. And I'd also like to see Albert Suarez stay in long relief. So that would be my call up. I mean, we got him back. The 3-2 again is popped up and out of play. Still 3-2 on Loperfido, 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the first. Folks, this is all to say I really hope Grayson is going to be fine and not miss his next start. That would be a ridiculous loss after all the pitching problems we've had with injuries. Here's a swing and a miss. Albert Suarez. Folks, I'm telling you right now, there's just something special about him when it's his turn to rise to the occasion.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Suarez, who half an hour ago didn't even know he was going to pitch. Here's Vlad Guerrero. He pops it up on the first pitch, first base side. Look out. Call him off. Come on, Jackson. Stay out of Mounty's way. What are you doing? It's a 1-2-3 inning for Albert Suarez. He is my hero. Folks, we're going to make some history today.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Albert Suarez says, I don't care. Give me the damn baseball. This is why I love him. Folks, if you've been following my channel all season long, it's his brand. No, he's not meant to be an every 5th day starter with a locked-in spot in the rotation. I can tell you that right now. Can he make a spot start for you? An emergency start? Yes, that's what he is. He's like that little, in case of emergency, break glass option. I love him for that. That is such a huge weapon to have. Come on now. And just to get back about Cole Irvin, I mean, with Cole Irvin, at least you know what you're getting with Cole Irvin. You know? We don't know what we're going to get from Rogers. We don't know what we're going to get from Povich. We know kind of what to expect from Cole Irvin. And, folks, I know he doesn't have impressive numbers, but there were plenty of... He had a stretch this season. I think he had 6 or 7 starts, giving up 2 runs or less. You know? So... I don't think Cole Irvin's days are done yet if we got to call up another arm, you know? All right, I need a lucky. Hold on a sec. By the way, these shorts I'm wearing today, I hope they stay on. Jesus Christ. I got to do laundry. Oh, this light's on. All right. Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate. First pitch is off the plate outside for ball 1. It's time to turn and burn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
272 average, 12 homers, 46 driven in, I think that said. Next pitch is inside, 2-0. 2-0 on Ryan O'Hearn, who in his career off Bassitt is 5 for 9 with a home run and 4 driven in. By the way, Eloy Jimenez is 5 for 11 off of Bassitt lifetime. He's in the lineup. 3-0 the count on a pitch inside. Oh, look out. And there's a called strike on the outside edge. 3 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Robert, I mean, I get it. You have a point to make. Cole Irvin could have been picked up by somebody else, and he wasn't. You know, but at this very moment, right now, in a playoff push with a neck-and-neck division thing going on, I would rather go with a veteran who I know what I'm going to get versus a kid who has shown me 70% of the time to be ineffective. Here's a called strike to Ryan O'Hearn, and the count has gone full. O'Hearn leading it off here in the top of the 2nd inning. Why, Thomas? This pitch is off the plate outside, ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Fitzy, when is the last time I showed up to one of your Red Sox streams to go, hey, go the other team? I've always, even when it's not really in my best interest, if I'm in your chat, I'm there to support. Nothing is ever reciprocated. Adley rushed him at the plate, and he looks at a called strike.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
I'm just picking on you, Fitz. Root for whoever you want to root for. Besides, as soon as you said that, we got a runner on base. Maybe you're our good luck charm. Here's an 0-1 pitch to Rutschman. Outside, 1-1. That's right. Fitzy, you are the good luck charm in the Charm City chat tonight. O'Hearn at first base with nobody out. 1-1 the count on Rutschman. The pitch is swung on line, caught by the first baseman Guerrero, and with O'Hearn off the bag, it's going to double him up, and that means Fitzy's got to go. Damn it.
Big buck, stop it all.
Rutschman with a liner to the perfectly wrong spot, right to Guerrero at first, who just has to tap the bag to double off O'Hearn, who was just a couple of steps off the bag. Here's Mountcastle up now.
Okay, mount up.
Base is empty, 2 down. First pitch, curveball, swung on him, foul back. In Orioles history, only 2 players have done better at another ballpark for slugging percentage. Chris Davis at Comerica Park, Tony Batista at Fenway. Third place, Ryan Mountcastle here in Toronto. He loves to hit here. That's a pitch inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I think Holiday's in great shape to be a part of the postseason roster. This pitch is a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. September is going to be a big month because you get that extra roster spot, 1 extra pitcher, 1 extra position player. So we're going to have space to let everybody make their case to make this postseason roster. This pitch is off the plate to Mountcastle, and the count even up at 2-2. Hey, they cut Vinny Natoli, Ray. I'm sorry to tell you. You didn't hear the news, huh? You got to go pick up the papers. Pick up the papers. The 2-2 to Mountie way outside. 3-2. 3-2 on Mountie. Yeah, unfortunately, Natoli got DFA'd during that trade deadline. All that player movement. We had to make space. The pitch, and Mountcastle swings at ball 4. It's grounded to short, and that throw is not in time. Ryan Mountcastle beats it out. Look at him get down that line. It's a 2-out infield single. We'll see if they want to look at a replay. It was bang, bang. But for now, look at Mountie hustle down that line. Wow. Folks, if you're watching the replay of Mountie running, you can see the veins in his neck on verge of popping, like my boy Arnie when he is out on Mars without a helmet on. Mountcastle's head looked like it was going to explode running down the line. What fantastic hustle from Mountie. The Blue Jays are challenging this play. On September 1st, there, noob nuts. On September 1st, you get 2 extra players called up, 1 pitcher, 1 hitter. And what makes that important is that those 2 players are also eligible for the postseason roster. Any player that's not currently injured or on that roster on September 1st will not be eligible for the postseason roster. By the way, challenge has been won by the Blue Jays. Damn it. Apparently, Mountie wasn't safe. You know what? He still hustled his ass off. Whatever. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. I tell you what. All right. How you doing, Charm City chat? Where's some tunes? Where's my my friend out there who wanted me to have the hat on tonight? It's on. I didn't forget. Oh, you know, another one thing I don't want to forget. I got something else I don't want to forget. Folks, I'm about to give 5 of you a little gift from your boy BW. Let's see if I can do this. Make sure I got that volume down. All right, head on down here. Go over to this spot. And all right. Let's see what happens when your boy BW hooks up Charm City chat. 5 random birdwatchers are about to be Magic members. Congratulations. A lot of names I don't know, but they're subscribers. And there you go. Ramdog, Tom Bullard, Christian Catavid, Jeremy Bear, and Dino Moore. Welcome in. Maybe you'll show up and say hi in chat sometime. Here we go, bottom of the second, folks. Albert Suarez on the mound. And the first pitch to Spencer Horwitz is upstairs for ball 1. Horwitz, Kirk, and Varsho due up for the Blue Jays. Horwitz batting .276, 4 homers, 13 driven in. This one's fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, I'll be giving away 5 more free memberships. Probably when we get to Tampa Bay. The 1-1 to Horwitz. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And for all of those who are Magic members already.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Oh, I'm so happy to see the Book Doc here. Book Doc, it's great to see you, buddy. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's off the plate outside. 3-1 on Horwitz. Book Doc, glad to have you back. I hope everybody else in Charm City chat can give Book Doc a hello and good to see you. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 3-2. We got a full count here to the leadoff man in the bottom of the second. No score. Alejandro Kirk is on deck. And this pitch is a check swing laid off by Horwitz for ball 4. They appeal late, but no swing, says the third base umpire. It's a leadoff walk. That's not good. Christian's just saying there in his own language, thank you for the membership. Go Orioles. That's all he's saying. It's okay. Let's allow people to say one thing in their native language. But I guess just in general, Christian, again, it is, if you're able to. Yeah, we got emojis in there as well. And folks, we get to 2,000. I think we get another handful of emojis. Here's a swing and a miss by Kirk, and the count is 0-2. No problem, Froggy. No problem. That's all good. Everything's cool. We're going to get through tonight without a problem. That's my new mission in life. Here is the 0-2 pitch to Kirk. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, you're fine, Book Doc. Look, I had a chance to go back and see the context of the entire situation. You were just caught in a tough position, and I hope you understand my position, which is I just got to go in and break up the fight. I can't sit there and in the moment figure out who's right, who's wrong. I just got to break it up. And that's what I did. It's not any sort of indication of... it's not an indictment on you there, Book Doc. You're fine. 1-2 the count on Alejandro Kirk. Suarez checks the runner at first, and now he steps off, and he's got a pitching clock violation. Come on, Albert. That gives Kirk a free ball, making it 2-2 the count on Kirk. Sorry to hear that, Finn. The 2-2 is swung on, hit on the ground, backhanded by third by Urias. Goes to second for one, over to first. They can't double up the slow-footed Suarez. The slow-footed Alejandro Kirk. But Ramon Urias does well to at least attempt to start a double play. Picked nicely, backhanded at the foul line. A strong throw to Holiday to get that lead runner. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice. 1 out. The slow-footed Kirk now at first base and Dalton Varsho at the plate. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. Varsho hitting just 199. $1.99. That's like when I get a super chat from the man. That is a latte price right there. This pitch is low and away. Ball 2. Grayson Rodriguez pregame caught on field saying, "I don't feel right." Okay. Obviously, you hate to hear news. And again, this is still all speculation until we get confirmation. 2-0 the count on Varsho here. And this pitch is high for ball 3. I'm not saying your quote isn't a confirmed quote, Slater. I'm just saying in terms of what this means for Grayson, whether or not he misses another start. If that's the case, if it's just his stomach is churning or whatever, something like that, then he should be ready to go for the next start. This pitch is a called strike. 3-1 the count. Yeah, there you go. Janet just said tummy bug. There you go. Folks, man, when your stomach is hurting, it's hard to do anything. The 3-1 pitch. There's a called strike 2. Varsho had begun to flip his bat away as if he thought he had ball 4. That ball had plenty of the plate. Full count now. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the second, no score. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Suarez gets himself another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't it Dollar Dog Night in Toronto? Please, Grayson, don't tell me you had like $4 dogs, because that'll do it. Here's Ernie Clement. 2 down, runner at first. First pitch is hit on the ground, foul, first base side. 0-1 on Clement. Hitting .272 and coming into today's game. 6 homers, 32 driven in. Maybe he had the fish. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Come on, Albert. Hey, hey, hey. We're pitching today. Clement has been hot in his last 10. 357 with 8 homers. 8 RBI. That ball is going to be chopped foul off to the left. Clement rarely walks. He's got the 3rd lowest walk rate in baseball, but he doesn't strike out either. 2nd lowest rate in that regard. So this guy puts the ball in play. The 0-2 pitch taken off the plate low and away for ball 1. Yeah, those pickles and pizza there, man. I tell you what, I don't know who would be crazy enough to eat that combination. What's next? The 1-2 pitch is a curveball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, I don't know why they don't have the strike zone animation up on the scoreboard. It's just empty. But at least you got the scoreboard staring there right in your face. So we got that going for us, which is nice. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on line. Base hit left field. And coming in to get it is O'Hearn. He'll get it back in. Alejandro Kirk can only stop at second base. First and second with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Oh my goodness, Janet. What is with pregnancies and weird cravings for weird combinations of food? Pickles on pizza. My goodness. Here's Addison Barger. He takes low for ball 1. The rookie Barger hitting just 198. 2 home runs. He hit his first Major League home run against us in the series back in Baltimore last week. That is a pitch up and away, and he's fallen behind Barger 2-0. Come on now. In fact, both home runs he's hit this year has been against us. In 3 games, he's 4 for 11. Off Oriole pitching. The 2-0 is off the plate outside, 3-0, and Suarez has got to find it fast. Pitching to the number 8 hitter with a below 200 average. 2 men on and a scoreless ball game. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Suarez's pitch count now up to 40. And we're only in the second inning. This pitch is fouled away and the count is now gone full. 3-2 with 2 down, which means the runners will be off on the next pitch. Hey, Mr. Hyde, that's so weird. I'm exactly the opposite. I like being pregnant, but I've never had green peppers, onions, or sausage. Isn't that weird? It's the exact opposite. Here comes the payoff pitch to Barger. Swung on and missed. 96 on the gun, and Suarez gets out of trouble.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Albert Suarez. 2 innings of scoreless ball. The emergency starter. He's had to throw 41 pitches, I believe now. 42 pitches to get through 2 innings. So he has had to labor, but so far, so good. Let's see if this offense can get going. Bottom of the order due up for Baltimore. Jimenez, Holiday, and Arias. There they are on your screen. Folks, have we gotten there yet? Are we celebrating our Independence Day? Yes, we are. Folks. Everywhere around the world, they come into America. Everyone, they love the birds. They come into America. We'll sit back and watch the O's. We're coming to America. Today. And look at those 7s, folks. 7s across the board. We're up all night to get lucky. That's what I'm feeling. She's all night, up all night to get some. I'm up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. All right. All right, here we go. Top of the third, Eloy Jimenez at the plate. Let's go. First pitch to him is up and in for ball 1, and suddenly they're 1 pitch ahead of me now? How is that possible? How is that possible? The 1-0 pitch is called a strike, and that pitch was inside by an inch or two. Aloy didn't like the call. In his first 2 starts, Jimenez with 5 hits as an Oriole. This one's off the plate, 2-1 the count. $1,800 tonight. I don't know, Ram Dog. For whatever reason, your boys' sub numbers have been they haven't been so hot lately. Here's a swing and a miss. 2-2 the count on Jimenez, leading off the top of the third. Pretty full-looking crowd here at Rogers Center, all the way around the ballpark. Here comes the 2-2. That is a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Jimenez is frozen with it. He will strike out looking to begin the top of the third. And that'll bring up your boy Jackson Holliday. Jackson Holliday. First call up, not so great. Second call up, very nice. First pitch he goes after and fouls it back. 0-1 the count. That pitch was right down the middle. Holliday's average still, nothing to really, We're going to wait on that. Give it a week. But he's been doing great here lately. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. Yeah, Bart, I'm thinking until we get over that Mendoza line, what's the point, right? Because most of that average is responsible for what happened the first time around. He had, 34 ABs in that first call-up? I say we give him 34 ABs in this call-up and then see where we stand. Here's a check swing, and he went around, and Holliday strikes out. Another strikeout for Bassitt. And these Oriole hitters are wasting outs against the guy that they were knocking around just 5 days ago, maybe 6 days ago, in Baltimore. Again, he only was able to go 4 innings against us in his last start, giving up 9 hits and 5 runs. So far tonight, we are hitless with 2 down in the third. Here's Arias, and he goes after the first pitch to center field. Hit pretty well, going back on it and making the catch on the track is Loperfido to win the inning. The Orioles have gone through 3 innings and have only sent 9 men to the plate, the bare minimum. No hits, no nothing, as we go to the bottom of the third in a scoreless ball game. All right, Joe Boo. Somebody get Joe Boo's number. Wake him up. Wake up, Joe Boo. Chilo's back. Hey, Chilo, what did you think about the last 2 games of the Orioles-Guardians series? Thoughts? The mic is yours, Chilo. Thoughts on how that series went against Cleveland? You have all the time you need. Thoughts on the series, Chilo? You're glad you were wrong. All right. Well, have we learned anything going forward? It's a follow-up question. Thank you for being interviewed. Have we learned anything going forward after statements like that? Chilo, the floor is yours. Just a follow-up question. Anything? Anything at all? Going forward. You know. Like, let's say we get to a playoff series and we lose the first 2 games. Just as a, hypothetical situation. How would you treat that? The mic is yours. Here's a first pitch strike to Leo Jimenez leading off for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 3rd. I guess we'll finish up that interview later. No score in the bottom of the 3rd. The 0-1 from Suarez is swung on and hit hard down the left field corner, but foul. 0-2 the count. I mean, at least, I don't know. I guess nothing has been learned. I guess that's the answer. We'll just have it happen again. The 0-2 pitch is low and in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 from Suarez. Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We are in the bottom of the 3rd. No score. 1 hit between the 2 teams so far. And that belongs to the Blue Jays. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, right field. Coming in, Santander, and he's got it. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Hey there, Michael. Bird fan. Dylan, you son of a... Let's go Yankees. The best team win a division race. All love. Go Yanks. All right, Dylan, I'm sure that comment will be well received here on the Orioles channel. Here's George Springer with a line drive off of Suarez's leg, and it's going to go straight to Gunnar, who throws out Springer. My goodness, fumbling over my words. But it's actually a fair reflection of the play I just watched. A liner off of Suarez, caroms to Gunnar at short. Right place, right time. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty. Here's Joey Loperfido, who made a nice catch to end the top half of the inning. 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. First pitch from Suarez is off the plate, low and outside. A quick inning here would be great. This is pitch number 50 from Suarez with 2 out here in the 3rd. That one's popped up, and it will be a quick inning in all likelihood. Hit into left field. Ryan O'Hearn is there. He makes the catch, and this inning is over. Folks, the Orioles, Albert Suarez, 50 pitches to get through 3 shutout innings while only giving up 1 hit. Albert frickin' Suarez. Let's go. We head to the 4th now, scoreless in Toronto. It's time to splash it up, folks. Come on now. Let's check in with my boy Tony down at the nightclub.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Just to make sure, because I have to take my eyes off the chat. Glad I was wrong about, and then no follow-up. Okay, so no follow-up to the... So what happens next time we're down 2-0? Which I guess means, without the follow-up, means it'll just happen again. Which sort of makes me feel like nothing has been learned. Oh, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know. Dylan, you son of a... All right, I'm going to chain a lucky here while this coffee's still lukewarm. Let's go. Then I got to run out of here after tonight's game. Getting my laundry done. Hey, folks, tune in to tomorrow night's ball game for you. tomorrow morning's ball game for me because I will be probably wearing only a towel. I think all my laundry is going to be off property here. Colton Cowser's coming up, folks. Let's go. We begin the top of the fourth with the lineup turning over here a second time through the order. He takes a called strike. All right. New approach against Bassitt. We can do better than this. Come on now. Next pitch. Swung on. That's hit in the air to right center field, but gonna hang up there. That one was hit very high, but not too far. Springer is there to make the catch. One down. Cowser flies out to begin the top of the fourth. Moving on. Time for Tony Taters.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Tony, like everybody else right now, 0 for 1. The pitch from Bassitt is a swing and a line drive down into the corner, but it's hooking foul and out of play. Anthony Santander. The 0-1 pitch is hit foul and out of play in the count 0-2. By the way, folks, for those who are pessimistic Oriole fans, hey, don't worry. You're in luck. Tomorrow night, Trevor Rogers will be your Game 2 starter. So get a front row seat for that. You might have a reason to bark. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled away, still 0-2. Hey, Bart, I know you're kind of getting around the rules, but that's sort of not really. Just write fork. Just write the word fork. It's an actual English word, and then people know what you mean. That's what I'd go with. Go with the word fork. It's a fine 4-letter F word that ends in a K. Rogers is going to win tomorrow. I hope you're right, Mr. Hyde. Because that would be perfect. Everybody who's pessimistic about the Orioles probably think they've got a great chance to get all of their stuff out when Rogers is going to pitch. If Rogers goes out there and pitches well, then what? We have a meeting between the umpires. I have no idea what it's about. Anthony Santander has an 0-2 count. Nobody on base. A run, an out already on the board here in the top of the fourth. And I need more coffee. Is that how we're winning? Rogers wins tomorrow's game? Well, his name is Rogers, and it is the Rogers Center. If he's going to pitch well anywhere, you would think, here's the place. This pitch is low, 1 ball and 2 strike. I mean, he's going to have his own ballpark named after him. Chilo, that is fantastic. That's awesome, Chilo. This pitch is fouled away, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic about it at all. That's great. I mean, if you honestly feel that way, I'm happy to hear it. I hope you get it. It just really doesn't do us any good. I mean, we sit there, and if we went on to get swept by Cleveland, then you've got every reason to talk about how we just got swept. Don't give up on the team too soon, please. This pitch is hit in the air to center field, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Dalton Varsho makes the catch. 2 down, nobody on. This Orioles offense, I mean, like right now, Chilo. And again, I'm not trying to pick on you, but it's topical. We are watching an Orioles team right now where Albert Suarez is giving everything he has in an emergency situation, keeping these Blue Jays scoreless through 3 innings. And what are we doing for him at the plate right now? Absolutely nothing. And it's starting to annoy your boy. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He takes a called strike on the inside edge. As we move up to 1778, folks, soon we'll be getting to the year of our Constitution. We'll be hitting all the historical moments of America going forward. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled off to the right, 0-2. Nicholas, apparently Grayson Rodriguez was quoted as saying he doesn't feel right. And the speculation right now is that it's not an injury having anything to do with his arm, probably more like a stomach bug or something along those lines. That's what we're hoping. 0-2 the count on Gunnar. This pitch is swung on and missed, and the Orioles have been absolutely shut down by Chris Bassitt through 4. This is the same guy that we just knocked around last week, right? Well, we can't touch him tonight so far. My goodness. 4 innings, 12 outs, 15 to go, and we ain't done diddly. We ain't done diddly. My goodness, I need a lucky. Jeez. And here I was thinking the next comment from Chilo is going to be something like, don't worry about it, folks. Bassitt might have looked good here in the beginning, but we've gotten to him before. We'll get to him again. Hang in there, folks. It's still a scoreless ball game, and these Orioles are going to find a way. I thought it might be something along those lines, although I admit a little bit wordy. Maybe you can't fit all that in. But instead, I get Bassitt going for the perfect game. Oh, boy. I know, right? I know Albert don't have a perfect game going, but man, let's talk about him. Bassitt probably been sitting around since that last start going, okay, so I got the Orioles again next on the schedule. I'm going to go out there and show them what I got after getting hit around that last time. He's got a reason, and he's had the planned time to prepare. Albert Suarez, meanwhile, got told half an hour before the ball game, hey, buddy, you mind starting a game for us? Here's Vlad Jr. at the plate, bottom of the 4th. He shows bunt for some reason and takes a called strike. Thank you, Vlad. Free strike for us. Vlad popped out his first time up. The 0-1 pitch is hit in the air and foul out of play. 0-2 on Guerrero, leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th of a scoreless ball game, first game of a 3-game series in Toronto. Hey there, Zachary. How you doing tonight? I got on the hat. And Albert Suarez is on the mound with an 0-2 count. The pitch upstairs. Guerrero lays off 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is inside 2-2. That Bassitt is quite a dog. Wish he'd stop hounding those hitters. Oh, boy. That is a pun. That is a pun. The 2-2 pitch. There's a curveball. Come on, give us that call in the outside corner. I know it's 2 inches off the plate, but you gave Bassitt that same call earlier tonight. Your boy remembers. We got a full count now on Guerrero, leading it off in the bottom of the 4th. Payoff pitch from Suarez. Be careful. And it's inside. Guerrero walks. Lead off walk. Man, oh man, oh man, he had that curveball on the outside corner. Not too bad, brother. Just got home, and now it's time to dial up some bets. But after hearing what's happened so far today, makes me think it's not a good day to bet. Well, Zachary, you'd know better than me. I don't know what's a good day to bet. If I did, maybe I'd do it. To me, every day is a dangerous day. Here's Seth Horowitz. He's got a 1-0 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's a swing and a ground ball. First base, Mountie taps the bag, and now he's got the runner in between first and second caught up, and Vladdy just gives up. Vladdy just gives up, doesn't even try to do a rundown. Wow, there's your franchise player, Toronto. How do you feel about that? A ground ball. It's a double play, by the way. Holy cow. Ground ball to Mountcastle, quickly taps the bag to get the batter out, and then has Guerrero in a rundown, and Guerrero just gives up. 2 down, nobody on, and thank goodness, because Alejandro Kirk has just laced a base hit in the left field for a 2-out single. There you go. No perfect game to be had. All right. Dalton Varsho, the batter, with 2 down, a runner at first. No score in the bottom of the 4th. Book Ducks found a bottle of wine. That sounds like a nice find. Popped up left side. Taking a look is O'Hearn, but it's into the stands. 0-1 the count on Varsho. Looks like there's some maintenance workers at the very top of the Space Needle, or whatever the hell you call it here, adjacent to the ballpark. My goodness. This ball's fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Your boy is not a fan of heights. Unless it's within a fully enclosed environment. The CN Tower. Thank you, Tom. My apologies. Space Needle, obviously, Seattle. And there's a pointy thing. And they're on top of it. The 0-2 pitch has popped up foul. We'll do it again. Suarez rubs up a new baseball. He's on 62 pitches in the 4th with 2 down and a runner at first. Check on said runner. And here comes the 0-2. This one is popped up to left. It's going to be a tough one, and it's going to be caught by O'Hearn in the gap. Ryan O'Hearn makes the catch. The inning is over. 4 scoreless from Suarez. 4 score, and 7 years ago, our forefathers, Tom's in Buffalo, only a stone's throw away, or else he wouldn't know or care. I hear you, buddy. Sometimes people come to D.C. when I was living there and going, what's that pointy thing next to the Lincoln thing? Oh, it's just one of our pointy things. Big Al wants a BW free membership. Oh, if Suarez wants to be a Magic member, he's got a lifetime subscription. I'll take care of it myself. All right, Chilo, let's go. Let's go, Chilo.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I am liking the new Chilo. Let's go. Chilo says it's time to score. Let's do it. Let's go. It's time. I agree. Can we just conjure up a little bit of magic? Let me close my door. 7:11 a.m. and it's already starting to heat up in here. All right, here we go, folks. Top of the fifth. Ryan O'Hearn set to lead things off.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
The Orioles have done diddly so far against Bassitt. It's time to make things right. The first pitch is right in there for a strike. My goodness. 89 miles an hour, right down the middle. O'Hearn is the only player to reach base with a walk. Takes a curveball off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Four innings, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts so far for Bassitt. And the 1-1 pitch is a curveball swung on and drilled right field and deep. You can forget about it. That's off the pole. No, it's foul. No, tell me it's not true. Oh my God, I feel like an idiot. That ball did not, it bounced off, I thought it bounced off the yellow screen of the pole. No. 1-2 the count. Oh, your boy. Outside, 2-2. Your boy. Folks, grab a paddle and spank me on the butt because I'm an idiot. Man, if you're watching with me, you thought it was gone. Come on. That ball was absolutely crushed. 2-2 pitch, inside edge, called strike 3. How was that foul? How? Here's a replay of the home run or I don't care about the strikeout replay. Show me that swing. Show me where that ball landed. They don't want to show me. Oh, my God. Shame. 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 All right, Adley Rutschman's at the plate. He takes a called strike.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Adley lined into that double play that caught O'Hearn off the bag. That's why we still have the minimum batters. With 1 out here in the 5th, there's a called strike, too. My goodness. Man, that ball. I swear, it was the way the camera was. They were barely showing. The ball looked like it was going to straightaway right field. Next thing you know, it's bouncing off of something. I thought it was the screen on the foul pole. 1-2 the count on Adley. I feel betrayed too. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Wow. Another strikeout for Bassitt. He has 6 strikeouts here in the 5th. And we're still looking for a hit. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
My goodness. The first pitch to Mountie is a check swing called a strike at the bottom of the zone. I mean, Bassitt has got us completely off balance right now. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. That pitch was way off the plate, but thankfully, the appeal says no swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch number 61 from Bassitt is right down the middle. How many of those have I seen today? We're taking our swings, but we've probably taken 4 or 5 pitches just like that, right down the middle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And now he can go off the plate. And there you go. He makes him chase. You throw one down the middle and you take it. Now you see another pitch coming in. You feel like you got a swing. He throws the perfect pitch, breaking low and away. Mountcastle strikes out. The Orioles were struck out the entire side here in the top of the fifth. My goodness. We go to the bottom of the fifth, still scoreless in Toronto. Man. I mean, if it's going to be this kind of game, that O'Hearn ball, I want a replay of it. I mean, I saw somebody in here say they thought it was gone, right? Everybody's mad at me. I'm sorry. Betrayed. Your boy. Happy and now deeply depressed. Boy. All me, huh? All right, your boy can take the L. I'll take the L. I will take the L. You see, like right now, I could sit here and talk about the like button. I could sit here and talk about, hey, folks, if you don't mind, if you haven't hit the like button, please do it. It helps out the channel. We're up to just 78 likes with about 158 people here right now, so that would seem like the right time to bring it up, but I can't bring it up now, right? Even though it's really easy to do and really helps out the channel and would probably lift our spirits up a little bit, I just don't see how bringing it up now would be a great idea. I mean, because as you can see, I continue to talk about it and nothing's happening. Oh, wow. I tell you what. Hey, there's somebody. Thanks. I appreciate it. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Albert Suarez on the mound. And the first pitch to Clement is swung on and missed. Here we go. Thank you, foo. The 0-1 is off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Foul. Left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Ernie Clement. Hey, Brad, I'm a Ravens fan, but I'm not, it's a different kind of love. This one's popped up. He chased one high. Will it stay in play? Rutschman with the mask off, and he makes the catch right behind the plate for the first out of the inning. A foul pop-up to the catcher. Albert Suarez add another out. 1 out here in the fifth. Ever been to see the Orioles in person? Oh, well, that I can tell you. A resounding yes. Going back to the days of Memorial Stadium. 33rd Street. Here's Addison Barger. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's a curveball on the outside corner for a strike. Barger 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. It's looking that way, Nicholas. This one is swung on and missed. 94, top of the zone. 0-2. I was about to hit the like, but then you made the wrong call. I did catch I didn't yell bye-bye birdie. It was a misfire. It was a misfire. It was a bad shell. Here's a swing and a miss. And I'm not going to miss this call. Albert Suarez strikes out another.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Tell you what, Chris Bassitt's pitching a hell of a game, but Albert Suarez is neck and neck. 2 down in the fifth. And the number 9 hitter due up the pitch. Swing and a miss. 95. That's how you got here, Tom? A misfire. Same here, Tom. I was not planned. I can tell you that much. 0-1 the count. This one is fouled away 0-2. I mean, my mom and dad, when I would bring it up, they would try to convince me. But, yeah. I was not supposed to happen, but hey, I'm here. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Get in there, Albert Suarez. Yeah, come on now.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Albert Suarez breaks off a beauty of a curveball to get a called strike 3 to win the inning. We go to the 6th. We haven't done a damn thing, and yet it's all in our hands to win this ball game. Let's go. Wake up. Look at this. Albert Suarez, his pitching line is so impressive, they won't even let you look at it. They don't even want you to see. This is fake news, Yahoo. Fake news. They don't want you to see the real news. God. Hey, guys. You want something to be happy about? We haven't left anybody on base. Huh? Can't complain about that. No one left on base. Well, Bird fan, it can happen. You know, I'm not Fox. I'm not Masson. I don't have contracts with commercials and advertisers to play things between innings on time. The ads are just sort of every, 25 minutes or something? It just kind of happens. A few seconds, you got to sit there, hit skip ad, and you're right back. We are here. It's the here and now, and Eloy Jimenez is coming up to hit. Folks, you ready to figure out Chris Bassitt? I know I am. Let's go.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
Jimenez steps up. No worries. Suarez got the strikeout to win the inning. And Eloy Jimenez first pitch right to third base. And he's out on one pitch. My goodness. One out in the 6th. Bassitt has gotten 16 outs without giving up a hit. Albert Suarez is getting a bunch of hugs in the dugout. He might be done. It's understandable that his pitch count is only going to allow him to go so far after having to do an emergency start here. Here's Jackson Holliday. He looks at a called strike. Out for the season. I can't even dignify that with a response. With zero sources, if that's complete speculation, I'm not going to sit here and speculate on something like that. 1-1 the count on Jackson Holliday. This pitch is swung on and drilled. Right field. Get back. Get up. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie! Jackson Holliday not only breaks up the no-hitter, he has given the Orioles the lead himself. His third bomb of the season and of his career. Welcome north of the border, Jackson. It's a bomb to right, and the Orioles lead it 1-0. Come on now. Splash it up, everybody. We got the lead. As Jackson takes a drink from the Homer station. Oh, he crushed that ball. Man, did he turn on it. Oh, he was angry at that pitch. This one's outside. 1-1 on Ramon Arias. Ramon.
I have a brother.
Hey, somebody called Holiday was going to hit a homer. Whoever did, you win chat for the night. Here's a swing and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes. Somebody said Jackson's going to come up and hit a bomb just a couple of minutes before he did. Whoever you are, speak up. You deserve it. The 1-2 to Ramon Arias is swung on, comebacker past the pitcher. The second baseman backhands and on a bounce throws to first. Guerrero does the splits to get the out. Wow. Ramon Arias retired. And some nice work in the infield there by the Blue Jays to get that out. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Backhanded in the hole at second. He throws over the shortstop's head accurately to Guerrero, who has to do a splits to get the ball. My goodness. Mr. Hyde called the Jackson home run. Folks, Cowser's up. First pitch swung on, fouled straight back. 1-0 Baltimore. 2 down in the top of the 6th. If we can keep this lead all the way home, Albert Suarez is in line for the win. What a W that would be for him. My goodness, I never wanted a pitcher to be qualified for a win more than Albert Suarez. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count on Cowser. Bases empty, 2 down. And the pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2-1. Cowser's got a hit streak going here. He needs a hit tonight. He's 0 for 2 so far. I think a hit here would get it up to 18 games. This pitch is up and away. 3-1. 3-1. And Bassitt, perhaps that home run ball has got him back down to earth and is now the Bassitt we know. A 3-1 count on Cowser with Santander on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, backhanded by the shortstop. He'll throw to first and the inning is over. But Jackson Holiday says, you know what? If the other 8 guys in the lineup can't figure out this guy, let me do something. And Rob, you're in the chat right now, right, Rob? I told you Jackson Holiday gonna get bumped up in the order from the bottom, but I was planning on another right-handed pitcher lineup that would have Mullins in center, Cowser in left. Didn't plan on having Mountie and Eloy Jimenez in there. But, yeah, Jackson's going to be working his way up this lineup 1 level at a time. Man, we got the lead. Let's keep it for Albert Suarez. I want so badly to win in a game like this and get it done for Albert. Oh, perfect. Please, let's make it happen. I got to wait for some kind of official word about what's going on there with Grayson. Because so far we've heard 2 very different speculative opinions or judgments or whatever you want to call it. And they're so far apart, it doesn't make sense to me to even speculate. We just got to keep our fingers crossed right now. It's going to be the top of the order due up for Toronto. Let's see what the Orioles bring out here. We need all our best arms out here. Let's piece this thing together. For whatever reason, there's no stat line information for the Orioles pitching. So I'm going to just have to wait and see who's coming out here. If it is, I mean, the way they looked at Suarez in the dugout, I have to think his day is over. On 73 pitches. Again, he would have been able to go longer than this had he had his normal rest and a chance to prepare. But, okay, we've got a new pitcher. Is that Birch Smith? Looks like it. Birch Smith making his 35th appearance of the season. 3.63 ERA combined between the Marlins and the Orioles. And the first pitch here to Springer is fouled at the plate. 0-1 the count. No word yet out of headquarters on Rodriguez. All right, I'm sure between the official O's Twitter account or Rock Kabatko, maybe Jake Rill, somebody like that, will give us an update. The 0-1 pitch is a little bit inside, but it is a foul tip off of the bat of Springer. 0-2 the count. Springer didn't agree, but apparently that ball grazed his bat. 0-2. The next one is fouled back behind the plate. Still 0-2. It is officially that he is having lat discomfort. Okay. Well, a lot to digest. This one is fouled at the plate. Still 0-2 on Springer. I can't. I can't even think about it right now. I can't. Can't do it. Oh, man. 0-2 the count on Springer. Here is the next pitch. That's on the inside edge. Called strike three.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Birch Smith comes into the ball game and strikes out the first batter he sees, picking up where Albert left off. Let's go. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. And a big out to get here. Joey Loperfido with Guerrero looming on deck. This pitch is a breaking ball outside, ball one. Loperfido 0 for 2 tonight. The next pitch is low. 2-0. 2-0 to Loperfido. This pitch is swung on and going to go out of play. I thought that was popped straight up. 2-1 the count. Tell you what, that Holiday homer, I was hesitant to call it. I'm like, will that go foul? Can't make the same mistake. This pitch is high. Come on here, Birch. 3-1 on Loperfido with Guerrero on deck. And the 3-1 from Birch Smith is swung on and missed. He chased one low and in. Birch made the right call. He assumed Loperfido was going to be aggressive, and he got him to chase one off the plate. Full count now. Let's see if he can pinpoint a perfect 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. And that one swung and hit on the ground to second. Holiday's got it over to first in time. 2 down. 2 down. Bases empty. And that pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but it just goes to show you sometimes it's better to do that than to walk a guy. Sometimes, even though you get a good pitch, a hitter doesn't square it up. And you get a ground ball and you're fine. Or a pop-up and you're fine. 2 down. Guerrero at the plate. Hey there, Cantankerous. This one is hit to the opposite field and down. Vlad Guerrero off the end of the bat. A bloop shot. And there you go. That's why it's so important to keep those batters ahead of him off base. Guerrero gets on, but it's a single with 2 down. Bert Smith has faced the minimum 3 batters he needs to. We'll see how much farther he goes. Gregory Soto, the lefty, getting loose, and here comes Hyde. So there you go. 3 batters, and that's it for Birch. I had a feeling that was going to happen. We're making another call to the bullpen, and it looks like it's Gregory Soto time. Hang in there, folks. We go to the pen. Where is my damn button? Breaking the action in the bottom of the 6th with 2 down. 1-0 Baltimore. All right, I guess it's time for me to check out the world's worst source for any information whatsoever, Twitter. Oh, God. Come on. Do we have to make jokes about something already? Everybody wants to be the first person with the clever joke, no matter what the situation is. How about you take account of the situation and then decide to yourself, is this something to joke about immediately? Here's footage of him warming up tonight. I mean, here he is. I don't know how much of this I can show you. It looks like he just shook his head a bit there. I can't show you much more than that. I'm too worried about copyright problems. But, yeah. There's your line for Albert Suarez. 5 innings, no runs on 2 hits, walked 2, and struck out 6. Gregory Soto is on the mound, folks. Here we go. Soto's first appearance for us was a nightmare. His second, not too bad. He did not give up a run. It wasn't a clean outing, but he didn't give up a run. He comes on here in a spot you would hope he could figure out. Vlad Guerrero is at first base, but there's already 2 out in the inning. He's only needing to get Spencer Horwitz right here and now. Lefty on lefty. Horwitz is hitting only 200 off of lefties on the season. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. Not even close. Two down and a runner at first. The next pitch is inside 2-0. Soto, throw strike. There's 2 down in the inning. If you keep it in the park, you could probably get away with it here. 3-0. If you dare blow Suarez's start, the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike right down the middle. Why don't you start off the at-bat with that? If you're going to wind up throwing a pitch down the middle, why wait to 3-0? Just start it off. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the inside edge. 97 miles an hour. Soto's got a chance to work his way back after falling behind 3-0. Full count now with a runner at first. We'll see if Guerrero takes off on the pitch. Here it comes. And it's swung on in line. Base hit in the right center field. Guerrero goes first to third. Tying run 90 feet away with 2 down. Alejandro Kirk, who bats from the right side, is now up to face the lefty Soto, Who hits behind Kirk? Varsho, the lefty. Pitch around Kirk. I don't care. But then the bases are loaded, and then if he's not pitching strikes, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. This is a tough spot. First and third, 2 down. You'd much rather face the next hitter, the lefty Varsho. Much rather do that. But in order to do that, you'd be putting a runner on to load up the bases, which means if Soto were wild at all, then we could put ourselves in a position to walk in the tying run. I don't know if I can trust Soto to throw strikes if we pitch around Kirk, but I don't know if I want to pitch to Kirk. When you got Varsho on deck, they might pinch hit for Varsho anyway. They'd probably go ahead and do that. So I guess you just go after Kirk. First and third, 2 down. Kirk 1 for 2 today, and the first pitch is low and in for ball 1. If it was 1 out, I'd say pitch to Kirk because he's a great double play candidate. This one is lined hard but foul down the left field corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the biggest moment of the ball game so far. First and third, 2 down, and a 1-1 count on Kirk. Gregory Soto gets the sign, the pitch. And that one is crushed. Left field, gone. Called strike to Varsho. Thank you for a first pitch strike, Soto. Oh, and 2 the count. Soto finding the strike zone now that it doesn't matter. The 0-2 pitch. Off the plate, 1 and 2. Jesus Christ. How about he get one more tattoo that says you stink? You dope. Ruined Albert Suarez's outing. He went out there like a hero. Like a hero. You bum. Line drive, base hit down the right field line into the corner for extra bases for the under 200 hitting Dalton Varsho. Get this guy off of my team now. Get him out of here. We sent Keegan Aiken back to the minors for this. We DFA'd Cole Irvin to make room on the roster for this. Matt Clement at the plate. Low and away for ball 1. 3-1 Blue Jays, bottom of the 6th. Runner at second, 2 down. Off the plate, 2-0. Low and in, 3-0. Not the best time, JJ. Maybe check in another time. Addison Barger at the plate, 2 down, runners at first and second. First pitch to him. Hey, there's a 99-mile-an-hour heater for a strike. Wow, this guy must be a big league pitcher. With velocity like that. And there's a swing and a miss on a slider. 0-2 the count. Gregory Soto's fine. He just has to get through 4 bad batters before he finds his groove, right? And now a runner going to third base, and he steals it. Did both runners move up, or just the runner second and third? Is that Varsho? Both runners move up. Both runners move up. Double steal by the Blue Jays. Maybe this guy spent less time in the tattoo parlor and a little more time working on pitches. JJ, really, honestly, now's not the time to, in all caps, scream at me, I told you. As this ball gets down for extra bases, 2 more runs will score. And it's now 5-1 Blue Jays on a RBI opposite field double by Addison Barger. told ... you, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Thank you, JJ. You do have the concept of empathy, right, JJ? You do understand when certain things probably should or should not be said, depending on the mood of their friend. All right. Here's a called strike to Jimenez, 2 down, runner at second, 5-1 Blue Jays in the bottom of the 6th. And this pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gregory Soto has come in and shit the bed. And this one's low. 2-1 the count. Appreciate it, JJ. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away, 2-2. Gregory Soto has thrown 26 pitches since coming on. The 2-2, it gets away from Adley, and the runner goes second to third as that ball was over the head of everybody. Full count, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays have 5 runs in. Payoff pitch. Popped foul. Will do it again. What is Soto's line? Is it even up here? He has not gotten an out. He came on with 2 down and a runner at first. In a game we were still winning. Hey, it's a strike 3. Hey! All right, look, I'm sorry. Your boy has every reason to react, but he doesn't have to go crazy. Maybe I'm going a little bit crazy. I'm sorry. JJ, it's fine, dude. It's fine. Just in general, screaming "I told you" at somebody usually isn't received well. You know? In general, even without context. Anthony Tony's up at the plate. He shows bunt for some reason. It's a called strike. Boy, 0-1 the count. This one's fouled back, 0-2. We are in the top of the 7th, 5-1 Toronto. We just need a grand slam from Jackson Holliday, that's all. Yeah, I don't have any problem with Dominguez. 0-2 count. Up and away. Craig Kimbrell's getting loose. Perfect time for him to come into the ballgame. Down 4. 1-2 pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Your boy's going to get back. The heart rate's starting to go down. You know, look. It's just a matter of getting over it, and I'm going to have to get over this game no matter what happens. Here's a swing and a miss. Santander down on strikes. Is the sub list going down? I have no idea. It's really not my concern right now. My concern right now is with this Orioles team. And I want to see Gregory Soto DFA'd. I want Keegan Aiken back. Or if we have an injury to Grayson, bring back Cole Irvin, whatever. Gunnar gets into one, right center. It's high, it's far, and it is a leaping grab at the wall by Dalton Varsho. Good God Almighty, that is a ridiculous catch by Varsho. It's not working out right now for us, folks. Gunnar Henderson hit the crap out of this. Right center. Looked like it was going to be at least a double, probably a triple. Unbelievable leaping grab against the wall by Varsho. 2 down in the inning. Or is that the end of the inning? Where are we? I don't even know. 2 down. Ryan O'Hearn coming up. Whew.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Low and end for ball 1. One-oh pitch. Swung on and fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Everyone's wondering why Smith was pulled after only 12 pitches. Well, let's take a look. With 2 down, it was a lefty due up, right? And that's when, you know, was it Varsho? I guess, I don't know. There was a lefty due up, right? And I guess Hyde said, let me get a lefty. I got Soto. This pitch is outside. 2-1 on Ryan O'Hearn. Two-one pitch. Low, ball 3. O'Hearn has a walk already tonight. The Orioles have just 1 hit, a Jackson Holliday solo home run. Chris Bassitt is out there on 85 pitches in the 7th. Three-one pitch to O'Hearn is swung on and fouled back 3-2. Oh, man. Don't pitch to Kirk. Don't pitch to Kirk. What did I say? What did I say? Three-two pitch is called a strike three at the bottom of the zone. Inning over. 7th inning stretch time. Folks, cakes. If you want them, they're on the griddle. We got a lot of work to do to come back. 7th inning stretch time in Toronto.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right, you want to dare look at the number go down? Let's look at it go down. Hey! We've got a net gain of 1. Probably lost a few while gaining a few. What can you do? I don't know. All right. I guess I just got a problem with anybody named Soto. Is that what it is? I don't know. Sorry for the squeaks. Oh, my goodness.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
I still have the same feelings about Hyde that I've always had, which is I think as a manager of a clubhouse, a manager of a young team, and giving them the guidance and building the chemistry of this team, that is all Hyde's credit. And look, if Hyde isn't the manager next year, and if the Orioles were to win a World Series next year or 2-3 years down the line, I'm going to give Brandon Hyde some amount of credit for that World Series win, even if he's not the manager in charge at the time, because he is responsible for helping get this team to be a contender that they are. But at the same time, in-game decisions, the other part about being a manager, is something that is up for debate for Brandon Hyde, in my humble view. Craig Kimbrell is on the mound. George Springer is at the plate, and the first pitch is hit on the ground to short. Gunnar has it over to first in time, 1 away. I mean, I'm telling you right now, we're going to make the playoffs, and this playoff this October is Brandon Hyde's audition to keep his job. It really is. If we, no matter what, if we're a wild card or if we get a bye, whatever our first series is, if it winds up like last year, then I say you got to look at going and getting another manager. I'm sorry. I don't want to have it work out that way. I want to see Hyde learn from last year, improve upon it. But, man, there have been a lot of situations this year where it just seems like an obvious call was not made and it burned us. Here's a swing and a miss by Loper Fido, who's at the plate. He's got a 1-on-1 count. Craig Kimbrell on the mound, 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. The Blue Jays are ahead 5-1. The 1-1 pitch is in there, a knuckle curve, 1-2. I mean, other teams did it. The Rangers, they went out and get it. They said, you know what? You know what we're missing? We've got the talent. We need the manager that's got the experience and is shown to be tactically very, very good. And they went out and got Bruce Bochy, and that put him over the top. Here's a check swing, and Loper Fido strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I'll tell you this, though. You can't blame Brandon Hyde for Gregory Soto being on the team. That's on Elias. For Hyde, it's an arm in the pin. Soto is either on the team or he's cut. There's no sending him down. That pitch hits Guerrero, and that does not look good optically. Folks, the optics on this pitch do not look good, and here comes the Toronto manager. He's not happy. Craig Kimbrell just plunked the star hitter on the Blue Jays with 2 down and nobody on base after what has been a frustrating turn of events in this ball game. Again, you can't sit here and know 100% whether something was intentional or not, but the optics scream that that was intentional from Craig Kimbrell. Which I don't want to see. That's not us. We don't do that. This is not the way to treat this situation. You want to hit somebody? Hit Soto in the back of the head back in the clubhouse after the ball game. Just, I'm not saying injure him. Just give him, something like my brother would do at the dinner table. Just smack me upside the back of the head if you want to hit somebody, Craig. Right in the back of Guerrero. Right between the numbers. Runner at first, 2 down, Seth Horwitz at the plate. I don't blame the Toronto skipper at all. Again, it's the optics. Even if you're not doing it intentionally, looks like you did. Here's a called strike to Horwitz. 2 down, runner at first, bottom of the 7th. The Blue Jays ahead 5-1. And now we got to worry about one of our boys getting plunked. There's no point in doing this. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike on Horwitz. What's kind of cheap? To retaliate? That's what Toronto, if they want to retaliate, that's sort of been the language of baseball since the beginning of time. If it's that obvious. 1-2 the count on Horwitz. Still 2 games left in this series, so if Toronto wants to retaliate, they got plenty of time to figure out the right time to do it. This pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, sure. Why not? But we're going to wait until the bottom of the 8th. Give us the top of the 8th, Chilo, to try to rally, all right? We'll have earmuff 8th in the bottom of the 8th, okay? This one's hit in the air left center and going to drop down for a base hit. Guerrero has to stop at second. Horwitz with a 2-out single. 2 on, 2 out for the Blue Jays. By the way, folks, if you want some optimism, Trevor Rogers pitches tomorrow. And up steps Alejandro Kirk with 2 on and 2 out. The exact same situation he had last time. And we know what he did then. The first pitch is hit on the ground, up the middle, backhanded at second by Holiday, over to first in time, and the inning is over. Kimbrell gives up a couple of base runners. He hits Guerrero. But nobody scores. We go to the 8th. It's Blue Jays 5, Baltimore 1. Whew. What do you mean we have choices if they retaliate? If they retaliate, then that's 1 for 1. It should be over. That's the deal. They hit one of our guys, and then that should be it. We don't sit there going, all right, now who do we go? Again, this is not the game you want to get into. That's why it's all stupid. If you're upset with what's going on, the Blue Jays haven't done anything to show us up in this game. They haven't showed us up. They haven't kneed Westberg in the hip to take him out of a ball game. They've done nothing to get their star player drilled in the back like that, if it was on purpose. And again, folks, I don't know for 100% fact that it's on purpose, but the optics make it an extremely difficult case to, debate the other side of it. Not what I want to see. Oh, from the Jays' perspective. Okay, I understand, Cujo. I'm sorry. Your boy's tense right now. You guys know I am. That's tough. It's been tough tonight so far. Man, oh man, oh man. Some out-of-town scores. The Red Sox are up 3-1 on the Royals. I think the Yankees were rained out, right? Yeah, they are rained out with the Angels. One hit on the night for the Orioles. Chris Bassitt day is oh no, he's not. He is out there again. Chris Bassitt is on for the 8th with Adley Rutschman, Ryan Mountcastle, and Eloy Jimenez due up. And I have to refresh my stream here. Stand by.
The 8th inning once this year, June 7th at Oakland. 8 innings with 1-run ball there. And it gets a strike to Adley Rutschman on a foul ball.
Sorry about that. All right. The 0-1 pitch to Adley is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. I tell you what. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Half a foot off the plate. 1-2 on Adley. Cionel Perez is getting loose in the Oriole bullpen. Another major league quote from Sperger. Thank you, Sperger. This one's hit foul off to the left. What did we give for Soto? You don't want to know. Oh, man. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lefty Genesis Cabrera getting loose for the Blue Jays now. I got a feeling I oftentimes go back on my streams to check out certain parts of the ball game for several different reasons. 2-2 pitch is fouled away by Rutschman, still 2-2. I don't know if I can go back and watch that bottom of the 6th inning of tonight's game because I got a feeling I'm going to really be embarrassed at my behavior. It was it was out of control. The 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. Oh, my goodness. Payoff pitch to Rutschman. Inside, nearly hit him. Ball 4. We got to walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right, a leadoff walk. That's something. We need base runners. Still only have 1 hit. But if Bassitt is starting to get near the end of his line here, maybe we can capitalize before they take him out of the ball game. He's on 95 pitches. Ryan Mountcastle is at the plate.
Okay, mount up.
First pitch is swung on, and that is line base hit into right field. We might have something cooking. First and second with nobody out. I got a feeling they're going to pull Bassitt here, right here and now, after giving up back-to-back base runners to lead off the 8th. Little surprised they brought him back out here for the 8th anyway. That was 109 miles an hour off the bat of Mountie. And Bassitt, for now, is still in there with Eloy Jimenez coming up. First pitch, high for ball 1. 97 pitches from Bassitt. First and second, nobody out. Eloy Jimenez with a 1-0 count. The pitch. Inside, 2-0. 2-0 the count. My shorts are hanging on. Oh, my God. Plus, I'm going to have to apologize to JJ later. This is a called strike on the outside edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Not because of an obligation by any means, but because I need to. JJ, you just gave me a badly timed comment. Don't scream at me. I told you so. I mean, just never. Just as a rule of thumb in any situation. Who's ever enjoyed being told, I told you so? Just as a general, any given situation. Has it ever been something you'd like to hear? Here's the 2-1 count to Eloy Jimenez. Swung on up the middle. Base hit! Base hit! Everybody moves up a base. The bases are loaded with nobody out. $112 off the bat. We have finally figured out Bassitt, and I can't believe they let him out here to stay here this long to give us a chance to get him back in the ball game. He got 7 brilliant innings in. And the manager waited until the bases are loaded with nobody out, and he finally comes out to pull Bassitt. My goodness, and folks, if Eloy is on, could we get a game-tying holiday salami? He's due up next. Oh, my God. Could fate actually come into play? Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment this could potentially be. I know it's a less than 50-50 chance. Hell, it's probably closer to 10. But I don't care. There's a chance. Bases loaded for Holiday. 1 swing tie ball game, and he's a legend forever. How would that grab you? I think I could work with that. All right, the hat. Let's get to work. Tell you what. Holiday had the only hit of the night until these last couple of batters. Bases loaded, nobody out. Who are the Blue Jays going to? We'll find out in a moment. I'm assuming the lefty Genesis Cabrera, spelled like Genesis, pronounced like Genesis. That should be the man coming out here. And here, that's a replay of Bassitt's night on the mound. He had 9 strikeouts in 7 innings of work. I mean, he had us looking pretty bad at the plate until that final inning. All right, enough about his replays. Let's get back to live action, please. Give us a chance to see it. All right, Genesis Cabrera, 48 appearances on the season, 3.65 ERA. Opponents hitting .269 off of him. That's not too shabby if you're a hitter. Usually a good reliever, that opponent's average is in the low 200s. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Holiday? It's Austin Slater. How about this move, folks? Here we go. Holiday pinch hit for, and Slater looks at a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. I don't know. I guess we can save how we feel about this until after the AB, because I got a feeling no matter what you say, there's a chance you could look really bad in a few minutes. Either way you go. We got a 1-0 count on Slater, folks. Bases loaded. The pitch is ball 2. 2-0. Slater, career .326 hitter with the bases loaded. A 2-0 count. The pitch swung on and fouled away. That would have been ball 3, 95, a couple of inches outside. 2-1 the count. That would have been ball 3, unless the ump is on crack. Again, folks, Jackson Holliday lifted for a pinch hitter on a night where he has the only offense. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled away. 2-2. That's right, Cujo. Is there an echo in here? Yeah, if this doesn't work, the earmuff 8th is indeed on. We got a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, and Slater just got a piece of a pitch that was above the zone to stay alive. Still 2-2. Come on, folks. I know you might question the call, but right now it is the call, and it's going on. We got to root for it. Bases loaded, nobody out. Keep the line moving. The 2-2 to Slater. Big breaking ball up and away for ball 3. Easy for Slater to lay off that pitch, and the count has gone full. One more out of the zone, and a run comes in to score. Full count. The payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. Adley Rutschman comes in to score.
I'm walking here.
And the Orioles are on the board. Slater pinch hits and draws a walk. Not a move I would have expected. Here's Ramon Arias. Let's see what he can do. Still nobody out. Bags juiced. Swing and a miss on a heater at 96. Come on, Ramon. We need you to bridge the gap to the top of the order. Keep the line moving any way you can. Even a fly ball sack fly, we'll take it. A pitch. Swung on a miss and a snap throw down to first. Slater back in. But Arias now in an 0-2 hole. It is 5-2 Blue Jays. We're in the top of the 8th. The Orioles with a run in, nobody out, bases loaded. The 0-2 to Arias, swing and a miss. 97 under the hands, top of the zone on the inside corner. I mean, it would be a miracle for Arias to even just foul that one away. That was a perfect pitch, perfect execution. Arias goes down. Folks, we need the milkman. But we're not getting the milkman. We're getting another pinch hitter. Kobe Mayo is coming up. Holy cow, Brandon Hyde loves playing lefty-righty matchups no matter who's doing what. We take Holliday, who's hot, out of the game, and now we're going to bring into the game a guy who has yet to get a major league hit in the biggest spot of the ball game. We got to root for him. It's Mayo time.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Kobe Mayo going to pinch hit for Colton Cowser. Bases loaded and one out. Oh, I hope this move pays off, because if it does, Baltimore can go crazy. Mayo is 0 for 9 so far in his major league career. 0 for 9. We need him to have a good at-bat, and we need him to keep track of that outer half of the plate and those pitches breaking off. He is facing a lefty here. Let's hope that helps. First pitch to Mayo. Upstairs, ball 1. Ball 1. Maybe Cabrera just really doesn't like facing righties. We brought in Slater for Holiday, and he couldn't keep it in the zone. 1-0 to Mayo here. That's a called strike. Inside edge. 96. 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, Kobe. You got to block out all the noise and focus on that ball coming out of the pitcher's hand. The 1-1. And he swings at a pitch high and fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mayo went out of the zone on a 1-strike count. Now 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Low. Mayo lays off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, the big moment of the ball game. 2-2 the count, bases loaded, 1 out. The Orioles down by 3. The pitch. And he chases one and strikes out. Two down in the inning. Folks, we need a tater.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Anthony Santander, the final hope of the inning. First pitch, low for ball 1. This inning ain't over yet. Tony at the plate 0 for 3 tonight. Looking for home run number 33. He's got a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Swung on in a chopper toward third, and Santander is out. What a stretch by Guerrero on the throw from third base. The inning is over. The Orioles score 1 run, but they had to get more. They had to get more, and they could not. Bases left loaded. Folks, we got to run back. It is now the earmuff 8th. Say what you got to say. All right, look, you pinch hit Jackson for Slater. You know what I would have done? I would have let Jackson hit anyway and let Slater be the pinch hitter for Cowser instead of Mayo. That would have been the way I played it. I wouldn't have put Mayo into this ball game. When you got a guy 0 for 9 who hasn't shown you that he can hit major league pitching yet, you don't bring him up in the toughest spot, the biggest spot of the game. I'd rather go with Slater, who's got some experience there, and then keep Jackson Holliday's hot bat in the lineup. I mean, I don't know what would have happened. Would Holiday have gotten the walk like Slater did? Maybe he would have done more. Maybe he would have done less. I don't know. But what I do know is that these moves by Hyde are certainly up for debate. Oh, right. Poop. Jiminy Crickets. You see, this chat is just too damn... Wow, look at Talking Sports. That's tough. I mean, look, again, I've been defending Hyde for so long, but I've always been the same about it. I've already said it tonight. I don't want to have to repeat it again. It's just... There's two big jobs as a manager of a baseball team. One is to manage the clubhouse, manage the players, build that chemistry, build that winning attitude, all those things. That is something a manager needs to do, and I think Brandon Hyde does that great. But then you got the other part of the game, in the game, where you're now making decisions. You're now virtually a player. The things you're doing help dictate the outcome of the ball game, just like a player, just like a pitcher, just like a hitter. And man, oh man, right now Brandon Hyde is in a slump managerially. Cino Perez is on the mound. To begin the bottom of the 8th, Dalton Varsho, left-handed hitter, up for the Blue Jays. He'll be followed by Clement and Barger. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't the time to use Mayo. I mean, obviously, if Mayo came through and had this fantastic, never forget moment in a situation like that, we'd all be sitting here patting each other on the back, talking about how great a moment it was. Here's a 2-0 pitch, grounded up the middle, a base hit by Varsho. Leadoff single as the Blue Jays get their, what is that, their 8th hit of the night? 9th hit of the night. Changes. Kobe Mayo now at third base. Ramon Arias moves to second with Holiday out of the game. Austin Slater takes over in center field. And Colton Cowser's out of the game. Ernie Clement at the plate now. 1 on, nobody out. Last time up, he was intentionally walked. Here's a pitch high for ball 1 from Perez. Yeah, Gerald, I know that it does seem like, I mean, Brandon Hyde has had, since last year in that playoff series where, again, I just was shaking my head at a lot of the decisions he made, mainly with how he used the bullpen. And I spent all the offseason shaking my head about that, but I still went into this season with a lot of optimism. This pitch is up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on Clement. Nobody out, runner at first. And, we got off to a great start, so I'm still thinking to myself, all right, Hyde's getting the job done, but he's still going to have to prove it in the postseason. This one's hit on the ground. This is a double play ball, tailor-made, and Gunnar with a nice turn of it as the middleman. We got ourselves a double play. 2 down, nobody on, here in the bottom of the 8th. I mean, folks, the only thing I've seen worse than Soto this year is Thiago Vieira, and we gave him 1 appearance, and we said, hit the bricks. Soto has had 3 appearances. 2 of them have been absolute disasters. And even the one that wasn't a disaster, wasn't a clean inning. Addison Barger has a 1-0 count. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Next pitch is a strike, 1-1. Barger 1 for 3 with 2 RBI on the night. This pitch is low and outside. I blame Hyde for bringing Soto in, Rod. I'm sorry. I know he's got to work with who he's got in his team. But in a situation with a close game, with what Albert Suarez was able to do to keep us in the game and our offense was completely absent, and then we work a 1-0 lead off a 1 swing from Holiday, I want our best pitchers out there, and you can't tell me that Soto, after a day off, when everybody should be available, was the right guy to go to in that spot. He wasn't. There's a called strike 3 from Perez, inning over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
After the way Soto has looked the first 2 times with this team, he should be the guy coming in the lowest leverage situation possible. If we've got a pecking order, then he should be right now at the bottom. Even Kimbrel's ahead. Everybody's ahead. That was not the time to bring him in. No options. That's what I'm saying. It's either cut him or keep using him. What would you rather do? Me too. Me too. But again, it would have been nice. We could have sat here and watched Soto have another bad outing in a situation that didn't have everything on the line. You could have brought him in a game where we're either ahead by 4 or more, down by 4 or more, whatever. Maybe facing the... He came in with 2 outs. You understand? He came in with 2 outs just to get a lefty out. That's all he needed to do. He couldn't get out a soul. Horrible. That is beyond just, oh, he didn't have it tonight. That's a guy that just doesn't even understand what his job is. Oh, the Marlins picked up Pache. Perfect. Wow. Well, maybe we can trade Soto to Miami for Pache, even though it's past the deadline. Gunnar Henderson's going to lead it off here in the 9th. The Orioles are down by 3. And I'm going to assume the Blue Jays are going to go to their closer, Chad Green. I guess, what is it, Jordan Romano, normally the closer? Green, normally a setup guy. He has 7 holds on the season. Opponents hitting just 169 off of him, and his ERA is just 1.56. Gunnar Henderson is at the plate, folks, and here we go. First pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1 the count. 20 away from 1,800 subs. Folks, we barely got past Independence Day today. I think I've gotten 8 subs today. I guess based on the game and my attitude, it's probably a deserved outcome. This pitch is fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes on Gunnar. 0 for 3 today. Hey, welcome in 1781. Thank you very much. I promise you I'll do better tomorrow. Even with Trevor Rogers pitching. There's a swing and a miss, and down goes Henderson. 1 out in the 9th. Well, I guess we go back over here now. Ryan O'Hearn due up next. I haven't even been working the soundboard hardly tonight.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Ever since that 1 inning. This pitch is inside for ball 1 to O'Hearn. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. I mean, we all want Mayo to be ready. Mayo has definitely done enough in the minors to make you go, all right, give him a shot. I think the Orioles waited about as long as you can. And considering the Westberg injury, the timing seemed to make sense. But this could be another Jackson Holiday first call-up kind of situation. This is a called strike to Ryan O'Hearn, and the count is 1-2. Look, Mayo might get this first call-up and look bad, but I still believe in Mayo all around as a talent. There's just too much there. Same with Holiday. 1-2 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. They're 2 completely different types of players. Don't get me wrong, but the tools that they have, they're very, very good. Here's a ground ball to second base, backhanded over to first in time, and the Orioles are down to their final out of the ball game. I believe that's the other thing. Cowser was lifted for a pinch hitter, which ended his chance at extending his hit streak. How about that? How about that for a conversation topic? As the Blue Jay fans get on their feet with 2 down here. Yeah, so Cowser not given a chance to extend his hit streak. Hottest bat in the line. We pinch hit the 2 hottest bats in the lineup. And one of the guys we replaced doesn't have a major league hit yet. I mean, take that statement I just made and compare it to Brandon Hyde's statement, which is, well, it's a lefty versus a righty, or it's a righty versus a lefty. There's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. At some point, you can't sit there and go, oh, righty versus lefty. Read the room. Read the vibe. Who's hot? Who's not? The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike 2. The Orioles are down to their final strike. Blue Jay crowd on their feet. Thank you for the update. The 1-2 count on Rutschman. And it's up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on. That's hit hard. Center field, but right at Varsho, and the inning, the game is over. Rutschman with a nice swing. Hit it hard. Right to center field. The ball game is over. The Blue Jays have taken the opener here. Final score 5-2. For Toronto, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 6 men left on base for the Orioles. 2 runs on just 3 hits. No errors. 3 men left on base. Albert Suarez will not get the loss. I believe the loss is going to go to the man who deserves it, Gregory Soto. By the way, folks, Soto's ERA now, after 3 appearances, ERA of 54 with a whip of 9. He is averaging 9 base runners per inning. Folks, try to wrap your mind around that. Not 9 base runners per outing or per 9. No, per inning. Which means 3 base runners per out is what this guy's averaging. To get 1 out, you got to load the bases. That's what he does. Yeah, if he gets cut between now and tomorrow's game, folks, don't be surprised. Just smile that we cut him and we cut our losses on a bad trade. Good grief. All right, I'm going to head on over to the ESPN page to take a look at tomorrow's matchup. Credit to Jackson Holliday for getting that home run. Credit to the Orioles offense for fighting its way back with that rally. But Brandon Hyde said, you know what? Let me make a couple of weird moves here. See how it works out. We leave the bases loaded. Chris Bassitt gets the win. Oh, boy. I tell you what. Let me just make sure that that's Soto who gets the loss. Let's take a look at this box score here. Soto is now 2-5. He pitched, got 1 out, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits and a walk. Kobe Mayo is now 0 for 10 in his major league career after coming up to pinch hit with the bases loaded and striking out. Austin Slater had one of the best days at the plate. A bases loaded walk to drive in a run. My goodness. Ouch. All right, folks, we're going to have to put that one behind us. Let's look at tomorrow's matchup. Good Lord. My goodness. Coming up Wednesday, Trevor Rogers. Folks, don't take all your medicine tonight. You might need it tomorrow. I'm going to come out optimistic. I have to. We're taking on another guy we just faced last week. It's Trevor Rogers against Bowden Francis. Rogers has a record of 2-10. Going for win number 3 tomorrow. Yes, they pinch hit Jackson Holliday. Why not? And then we pinch hit Colton Cowser. Why not? But Ramon Arias, who was in between those 2 batters, we let him hit. It makes all the sense in the world. You got 3 batters in the row, pinch hit the 2 guys who are hitting, and let the guy who isn't stay in the game. What's the result? Zilch. We did squeeze a run across on a bases loaded walk, but that's it. Nobody could hit. All right. Tough one to swallow. My goodness. Where's that one thing here? I apologize.
I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
So tomorrow I'm going to be on at the same time, folks. 7:07 p.m. Eastern is the first pitch. I'll be on the air at 6:55 p.m. Eastern. And yes, Mr. Showalter, you busy this October? Could you maybe if you don't have an official title, could you just hang out just poke your head out of the dugout there, the tunnel? Just feed Brandon Hyde some advice. That would be great. We'll give you $2 million. What do you say? Come on, buddy. Come on back. All right, man. I need to go get some breakfast. I got some laundry to do. I got to go pay the rent. I got to do all that crap. So I got to go. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Your boy went through it tonight. Boy, did I go through it. Man, oh man, was my blood boiling after that Soto appearance. Good God almighty. I'm going to be steamed about it all day, but I got to put it behind me. Maybe a special lucky will get the job done. Until then, folks, I hope you have a good night. A special thanks to the moderators out there for doing great work every game, day in and day out. Charm City Chat, thank you for tolerating me and my silliness and sometimes just completely emotionally out of control personality. I appreciate it. We'll see what BW's got for you tomorrow, all right? Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention this the whole game, but I'm kind of dealing with a sinus infection. I didn't want to use it as an excuse, but I'm throwing it on the top of this heap as I sign off. Hopefully that's not going to get any worse. But yeah, your boy dealing with it up there in the sinus area today. All right, that's it. What a great way to go out, BW. Talk about your sinuses as you go off air. Give somebody something better to go to sleep about. Let's see. Hey, have a dream of a holiday. Holiday's going to hit for the Psycho tomorrow. How about that? I'm calling. Jackson Holiday hits for the Psycho tomorrow, so come on back and watch. All right, that's it, folks. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Try to have a good night, everybody.